Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make Bumblebee from the movie Transformers. If you enjoy this build, all I ask is that you hit that like button. I'd really appreciate that. And I would also like to tell you that I have made the robot counterpart for Bumblebee that you might be able to see behind me, which is perhaps a little bit more impressive, but they do come as a pair. So please do remember, if you do enjoy this build, hit that like button, and I'll probably also make the robot version as well. And whilst we're talking about it, I have also made Optimus Prime and the truck too. But without any further ado, let's make Bumblebee. So if you want to make Bumblebee, here's what you'll need. Believe it or not, you will need every single one of these. This is a very small build, but it uses a lot of materials. Pause the video if you have to. Make sure that you have every single one of these items right here, and then we can begin. So once you do have them all, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, we're going to start the build off with a yellow concrete on the ground. Place 2 furnaces right of the yellow concrete. 1, 2. And then a yellow concrete right of that furnace. Place black concrete behind each yellow concrete. And place yellow in between. Place a yellow concrete behind each black concrete. And black in between. Then take the yellow concretes and extend them back by 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Extend the yellow concretes upwards by 1. Only those back 2. Then place glass in front of the 2 yellow concretes, and you want to place 2 glass. 1, 2. 1, 2. Connect them together. Like that. Then take the very back bottom of what you've just made, and you want to connect it together using black concrete. So the yellow concretes that you extended upwards, connect them together using black concrete. And then place an entire row of black concrete behind Bumblebee. Then, going from left to right, place a yellow concrete, 2 black, and a yellow in this position. So this is kind of like the floor plan of Bumblebee. This is what we want to have so far. Now, once you have done that, we now want to add a spoiler to Bumblebee. Spoiler alert, we're adding a spoiler. On top of the back 2 middle black blocks, place nether brick fence. Place yellow carpet on top of the yellow concrete left and right of the fence. And also place yellow carpet in front of those yellow concrete carpets on top of the black concrete blocks. This means that you can now place black carpet on top of the nether brick fence and the adjacent yellow carpets, the ones on the left and right, like this, to create a spoiler. What you can also do is you can place black stained glass pane in between these 2 yellow concrete blocks that we placed a little bit earlier. We're also going to use nether brick stairs to fill in the 2 empty gaps in the center of like where you would actually drive Bumblebee if you were to do such a thing, which you wouldn't really have to as he drives himself. We then want to place yellow carpet on top of these 2 yellow concrete blocks and place 2 black carpet in between them like this. We will now also have to place string upon these stairs, and that will allow us to take the yellow carpets and extend them forwards by 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. But it'll allow us to do the same with the black. 1 and 2 to make the roof of the car. Whilst we still have our carpet, you want to place black carpet on top of the furnaces. You're probably going to have to crouch to accomplish that. And also place black carpet behind that black carpet too. You also want to place yellow carpet on top of the black concrete blocks at the front of the build and on top of the yellows in front, just to make sure that everything's kind of like even and in line with each other. Now, the next part of this involves us grabbing a few different materials. We'll want to grab signs, we'll want item frames, red concrete, we'll even want some white concrete, some tripwire hooks, redstone torches, iron trap doors, and we'll even need some buttons too. Okay, so the furnace is on the front of the car. It's basically like the grill. That's where the engine would be, the front of the car. I'm going to dig underneath the furnaces, and I'm going to place redstone torches, and I'm going to place iron trapdoors in front of those furnaces. And if you place the torches like that, then the iron trapdoors will actually flip upwards, and it will look kind of cool. And I guess I should have included, you know, like a filling in material as well in the item list, but I guess you might not be building it on grass, so that wouldn't have really helped. But that's what you want to have at the front of the car. You also want to have item frames left and right of this, with white concrete in front of them to look like headlights. We also want to place a button on the sides of each one of the 4 wheels. So where you have the 4 sideways black concrete, those are the wheels. And that actually looks kind of good like that, but if you want, you can place a tripwire hook in this position in the middle of the car on the left hand side. Well, that's the right hand side actually. Or is it? Anyway, you can place a tripwire hook on the left and the right hand side, and that looks like a door handle somewhat. You can leave that off if you want. And on the back of the car, we're going to have 2 brake lights, one on the left and right, which means an item frame with a red concrete inside of it. And then if you want to let people know that this is Bumblebee, if people can't figure it out by looking at it, which is possible because, you know, I mean, it kind of just look like a cool car all by itself. But if you do want to drop people a little Easter egg, if you place a sign on the back of the car and type in something like, you know, like Bumble in one, and then like B in the other, then that really lets people know. Or you can not do that, and you can, you know, maybe be a bit more subtle, or you could do something a little bit different to that. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's Bumblebee made. That's actually a pretty cool. It's kind of a cool build. I really like it. And if you're looking just for like a generic car, I mean, it's kind of a cool car to have in your world as well. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please do remember to hit that like. Really appreciate it. That helps me out no end, especially on these trying times on YouTube. It really does help me out quite a lot. If you would like to check out more of my stuff, including the probably upcoming Bumblebee robot tutorial, please subscribe to the channel and click the little bell next to the subscription button. That always helps, and it will make sure that you keep up to date with my stuff. Very, very important. And if you would like to see some more Transformers related content, by the way, you can check out the card system in the description below, because I'll be leaving links to playlists and probably the tutorials themselves of the Optimus Prime in his robot form, which I'm very, very fond of. And also Optimus Prime in his truck form, which I'm also very, very fond of. Which, it was a little bit more fun to design make than Bumblebee, because I had more, like, room to build. Because Bumblebee's like a very standard, like, car, but Optimus Prime's like obviously a big truck, so you can take more liberties with the building. But in the card system and the description below, I'll also leave links to my cartoon builds playlist and all sorts of other fun and cartoon and regular house related stuff. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm rambling on now, aren't I? I appreciate every single one of you so much. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.